Vocabulary from Chapter 4. Ago, I lead or I bring. Notice we continue to give you derivatives in English that ultimately come from these Greek words to try to help you remember them. If you don't know that derivative or it's not helpful, just make up something. For example, blepo means I see or I look at. Maybe that sounds a little bit to you like blimp. So you say, I blepo a blimpo, I see a blimp. And you act it out, you yell, you look up in the sky and point as you say this. And using your body, using your memory, using your creative thoughts, the creativity that God has given you will help you to remember these. Didasko, I teach. Egero, I raise up. Krino, I judge or condemn. Meno means I remain, I abide, I dwell. Perhaps that min sound you can see in the word remain, maybe that will help. Maybe not. Maybe that sounds to you like the word for a little bitty fish, a minnow. And you say, I'm going to let these minnows remain in the bucket until I put them on the hook as I'm fishing. And just again, whatever will help you to remember them, use the creativity that God has given you. Hupago means I go away or depart. I will make a little footnote here that this word, while it originally had a more specificity about going in a certain direction, going away, we do find it beginning in the Koine period to also just mean go generally, right? So it seems that there's some erosion of that original specificity, and that does happen with compound verbs. Remember, a compound verb is a verb that has a preposition added on to the beginning. You don't really know this yet, but that's a prepositional prefix. Just like we have hold, we also have the English word uphold, right? Uphold is a compound verb, so that up is a prepositional prefix, adding more specificity to the root verbal idea. So this is a compound verb that originally meant go away, depart. Still means that oftentimes in the Koine period, but there's some erosion of that original specificity, so it just means go sometimes too. Doulos means slave or servant. Notice we're continuing to list nouns in their lexical form with the article. That article tells you, hey, this is masculine. And that ending, you should know, oh, that's just like logos. That's just a second declension masculine noun. I can just plug it in that pattern that I know, the ha logos, u, o, on, right? Just plug those endings in that you already know. Same thing with thanatos. Thanatos means death. Psuche, psuche means soul, and that's just going to be like phone, the first declension eta pattern noun that you learned. Hey, phone, right? We could just stick those endings in. A, ace, a, ain, and those are going to be the same endings that psuche uses. Pay attention to your rough breathing mark here. Hora, right? We carry that H sound over in English, our derivative from that. Hour, right? Hora is hour. A means if or whether. Eta also means if or whether. Kathos is as, just as, even as. And then finally, again, pay attention to that rough breathing mark. Hos means as or like.